Hello everyone, I'm Sunandan, Dean of Engineering and Technology at Assam Downtown University. I'm very happy to be sitting here with Dr. Jayanta Singh, the Director of National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, Guwahati Center. We are here more for a chit-chat, a discussion on what are the plans of NIELIT post-COVID. I convey good wishes to you from the whole Assam Downtown University family. So, and welcome to Guwahati.
Thank you.
We were waiting for you actually. So, let me start it this way. This sudden lockdown that came because of the corona crisis, well, honestly speaking, very few were really prepared for that. And of course, I'm sure NIELIT activities also got affected because of this lockdown. So, can you tell us what exactly happened? How did it affect your activities, and how did you actually sort it out?
Thank you, Dr. Sunandan Baruah. It was very surprising for all mankind, not only for Assam or NIELIT or other. If you see the entire changes scenario in the world, everything is affected because of this one. But being we are in the education, there are mechanisms are there to overcome this effect. For example, in NIELIT, we do two type of activity. One is the regular training activity, and another one is the extensive services or extension services in different villages or different departments of the state and other places. So for the regular classes, we try to compensate by starting the online classes. So the online classes, anyhow, we try to cover up because of the devices problem. So we are having problem, and the devices as well as the speed of the internet available in the rural areas of Assam and the northeast. That's one problem, and we also try to figure out the some solution. Like we intend or we are planning to provide some balloon type of thing where the internet services or IoT devices will be fixed in some remote areas, and we try to provide internet connection so that the students can attend. And for now, what we are planning is even not balloon, but we also planning to provide some community radio service type of thing. So there are some problems of taking permission for bandwidth, the frequency, and there are something like legal, illegal type of things. So we are talking on this one. And another impact is directly to the extension services, where we are trying to do something to some of the adopted schools, colleges, and the villages, where social distancing is important and our people has to go, we have to teach them. So the major impact is in those extensive services, which is coming under MSME sector also.
Okay. Let me slightly shift from the programs that you are offering in NIELIT to technical education in general.
Yeah.
You had been a faculty member in so many institutions. You were, as far as I remember, you were in Dubai, then you were in Malaysia, right?
Yeah.
And then of course Don Bosco, you were in Canada. So now gathering all those experience that you have as a teacher, I want to know your thoughts on, is it really possible to go for a full online program for engineering graduation like BTech? Is it possible? What do you think, or how should we proceed on that? Because Government of India already, Department of Education has allowed 100 institutions to go for online programs.
Yes.
So I'm wondering, is it really possible? If we are thinking of an engineering program, what do you think? Is it possible to go 100% online?
There are some courses like computer science, or there are some courses like new emerging areas in IoT, data science, and other things. They can go it, but the original engineering, like
the core engineering,
like civil, mechanical, electronics, it will be very difficult. But for the time being, because nobody is inviting the trouble is coming automatically. So we have to find out some solutions. So when we were teaching to the students of Libya, where I was teaching the students of master's level of Nottingham Trent University, UK. So there also, and in Dubai also, we were working for National American University, and even in Malaysia also Swinburne. So half of this syllabus is made in such a way that even there is a lockdown for 3 months, 4 months, something like that, there is no hamper. Meaning we used to conduct online classes, but that is two-way. But in India, what is happening is one way only. Normally, in some of the schools and colleges, they have just uploaded the material and it was not delivered properly. But whereas what we had done before was, we have our own web, and in that web is connected to the tools, the devices of the students, and students can interact very easily both way. I mean the both way, not only one way. And 30% of the syllabus were made to study by themselves. For example, if we take one subject, and that one subject will have 3-4 different numbers of learning objectives. So for each learning objective, if we skip 20%, 30% of the syllabus, so altogether the 30% of the material, let's say that there is a semester, at least 2 month, 3 month time will be, the content of 2 month, 3 month time will be there in the students' hand to prepare themselves. And another one is, we used to give a lot of assignment in those things, if we have to adopt this one. And during the assignment thing, the time is limited to them, so that they can go for the open courses, open book exam. So if there is a time, maybe a week time, 2 week time for submission of the assignment, definitely the student will go for the shortcut thing, maybe considering other consultant or something like that. So the time is given them short so that they can answer. And another one, what we used to do was, lot of presentation from the student. Instead, the teacher give, we take the presentation from the students by changing their partner. For example, one student is in Assam and another student is in Ceylon. They will become a partner, they will prepare online themselves and they will present the presentation. So if the student know, then there is no actually need of an exam. So there
That's true.
is.
That's true.
And regarding the tool for this civil electronics and other thing, of course, our sister concern CDEC and some university like Amrita University, they have developed virtual this thing, and there are labs are available. Even IIT Guwahati has virtual lab, and some students are using this one. But my suggestion to the institution and the government agency will be, like, this is going to be, we have to live with this COVID and the future thing. So in each of the community, like for example, there is a community club of Assam. So in that community, there should be some initiative of requiring some, lab tools, mini. For example, somebody has to do some hardware, printer repairing thing, or civil building type of thing. Miniature of those things can be purchased. Maybe in 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, a small lab can be set up. For example, there are big housing complex are there. They have gym. Beside the gym, if we develop this one, in that society, those students are there, they can do it. So those type of things are there.
Okay.
And then another thing also, the CAD CAM and the simulation, which was our bread and butter some time back, 20, maybe 5-10 years before, that can be still adopted for
Absolutely.
them.
Absolutely. That's what actually we immediately thought of for civil students, what to give them for labs. I said, okay, whatever we're not mechanical students, whatever you're designing or you're making these cutting tools using them, so why don't you do it in CAD, so do it in CAD and show what are the output results you're getting. Yeah, that's true. Well, ever since I met you, I always had seen your concern for the unemployed.
Yeah.
And you had tried a lot before also, trying to get jobs to everybody, even if it's not a huge salary, at least, some decent salary. And you had tried that. I think you had done some good work in Kolkata also, and we are so happy that you are here in Guwahati. So definitely you will have a lot of ideas for the Northeast. Can you very quickly tell us about some initial initiatives that you are thinking of implementing here?
When I plan and I try to divide the students or the entrepreneur or those who are seeking job in three categories. One is those engineering boys, because I know they have a lot of time and the brain also, but sometimes they are not they are unable to utilize because of many factors. So for the engineering graduates, we are planning a lot of startups, a lot of this incubation, entrepreneurship and another thing. In fact, we have around 70 staffs over there. So I have asked them at least one job they should create. For example, 70 staffs are there. So they take one entrepreneur or one startup under them. Whatever the expenses, I will do it. And then some product will be there. So some of the areas where the students has to concentrate is on mainly to the solar technology, because everybody is going to use the energy, because online everything is so many demands are there. Another one is the data science, and the third one is about the high sophisticated like cyber security, blockchain, and those type of, because there is no expert in this one. For example, for the blockchain, I am a part of the blockchain advisor for government of India. So we have made a lot of strategic planning on this one, especially in this node is there is no expert in blockchain. So you sit in one place, even though you conduct a lot of seminar here and there, also you can earn a lot of things, even developing land record, driving license record and other things. You don't need to go social distancing is not required, you can do everything from your home. So that's for the level number one. And level number two, we intend to start one local BPO where all these languages of all 8 sister states can be there. We may start from the admission, providing admission of interstate. Then in the third category, that those who are in class 5 to class 12 for inverter making, inverter repairing, something that they can do, keep making. Even we have a MOU with the TCS and L&T. So L&T is also, because after this problem, so L&T is going to take a lot of people from Assam. So they have 2 schemes, one for the CAD CAM and one for the this class 5 standard thing. So 3-month training is there, and they take any number of students which is above 18. After 3 months, 100% inside their L&T organization they provide jobs. Those who are in engineer, so they are starting will be something like from 18,000, 20,000 after 3 months of training of CAD CAM and their civil engineering structure, everything. I have been over there. They develop just like a university over there. So already I have MOU with them. So NIELIT itself as well as the L&T, collaboration with the L&T also can do a lot of things.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. So I'm just curious to know, was NIELIT sort of involved in this fight against Corona somehow? Anything that you initiated?
It is not 100%, but at least I can say 50%, because there are some group called as our sister concern CSC, Common Service Center. So all the recognized hospital, ICMR recognized hospital, in each of the hospital there are 2 to 3 fellows staff from the CSC.
Okay.
So these staffs are helping the entering of this data and then automation and then data analytics of all these type of thing. And above them, if they have any difficulty, NIELIT being the scientific organization, our people are helping them how to do the troubleshooting and other thing. So we are monitoring. Our ministry, the Electronics and Information Technology, is very much concerned about data analytics, where is happening because of this, all these the services of providing to our household, everything is trying to map, and we are also doing the prediction where in which area what to be done and other thing.
That's wonderful. Okay, and now that you are here, we are also very excited. So for universities like us, what possibilities are there that we can actually work together with NIELIT, or any type of such collaborations happening with other universities, or are you offering some joint programs or something like that?
Definitely, a lot of things can be done together. In fact, what is happening is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology start up different new ideas, and then once this new idea is reach out to the public, then we stop that, and then we pick up the new one. For example, we are the people who has disseminated this information about GST. Now, before someone started, we are the people who have started this cyber security. Before somebody started, we are the people who are starting this cloud computing, blockchain, and other thing. In the similar way, we have a new department of nanotechnology over there, as you are working in the nanotechnology. And recently, two of our courses, one is a 6-month courses, one is a 1-year courses of bioinformatics, has been aligned in the NSQF Alliance, so that after these courses, if somebody wants to go for higher education, they can also do the transfer of credit and other things. So for my level in this region of Northeastern, we are going to float, in fact the paper, everything is ready. We are going to float a lot of EOI, the expression of interest. So people can join us in 3 levels. One is your institution can join us in partnering and doing some activity, R&D, project, execution that I was talking about, the extensive services in villages and other places. One is as an individual also you can join, correct? And also the 3rd level is the startup, the students. When the students has some good idea, and they don't have the guidance or the infrastructure to do, so I can provide a room and the idea. Our scientists are BTech, MTechs and PhDs, and together from these 3 areas I'm looking partner in this Northeastern.
Wonderful.
And if I have to say, Assam and Meghalaya is directly under my control, but I am also a mentor director to West Bengal, Odisha, Ranchi, and Sikkim and Arunachal. So in all this we have around 19 NIELIT center.
90 you mean?
No, 19. Okay. So we are about 42 center. So almost 50% of that centers are in the Northeast. So I'm also looking for a partner who can execute different type of activities in this area. And we have a very positive advantage also, because these 19 places, majority of these places has their own campus spaces. Suppose tomorrow if we want to start something on knighting, Muga plan and something like that, there also can be done. And tomorrow if we want to start something in the hot area, when Assam is very hot, then we can go to Meghalaya. So Meghalaya is very cold in December, then something we can do. Means year long we are doing.
That's a wonderful idea. So yeah, let's do something together then.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And before we close this discussion today, I would request you sincerely because you have been always a motivator for students. I still know all students are in touch with you. So would you like to, a very short message to the young people who are actually a bit tense now? I had seen so many students contacting me, what will happen, and they are very, sort of what I can say, they are a bit worried about the future. So maybe some quick advice from you to all the students.
So to the students, my advice is, this is just a temporary, this is just like your summer vacation. Normally in the summer vacation, the climate is not good and you don't have that much accessibility, everything is almost closed. This is just a temporary thing. During this temporary thing, there are two, three suggestion is, you do your regular activity and try to write diary. So it's very important, because once you write a diary, you will come to know that are you doing something or you are doing something like that. And also try to make some tutorial for something that you know, because it's an Indian nature that you have to teach to the junior, maybe your immediate junior in your house or somewhere. So you know something, keep on writing something. And another thing is, you have to make something which can be junior will be attractive, so that you can become a boss and you can become an entrepreneur type of thing. And one last advice is, don't see TV frequently, because that is the COVID related TV. So being all this myself, I see TV one time in the morning and one time before bed. I don't see TV in between. COVID related thing I don't see.
Very true, yeah.
Because
you get a lot of long ideas actually. Yes,
yeah.
very true.
Because you don't need to hang for 24 hours where you don't have any control. But writing a diary, writing something, maybe beautiful poems or something for sharing to your junior what you learned before, it is in your head. So do what is in your head.
Okay, yes, we are been talking about social distancing, so
Yeah. Yes.
we are sufficiently apart.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a pleasure talking to Dr. Jayanta, and hopefully we will start a lot of activities together. We'll be keeping on meeting you, and I'll take the liberty of telling you youngsters there who are watching this video that Dr. Jayanta and also myself, we are always there for students. So if you sometimes feel like that you are feeling lost, you want to talk to somebody, we are always there for you, right?
Yeah.
And we will share you with our email IDs. Feel free to write to us anytime for suggestions. And all the best. Take care of yourself. Thank you, Jayanta. Thank you so much.
Thank you.